Newbies, you are not in the wrong place. For those who are here for the first time, the lifers can tell you you are here at the Life Be Lifing podcast. Yeah. And the Life Be Lifing podcast is hosted by none other than your favorite coach's favorite coach, your favorite fat freckled man, the big dog himself. Who? Coach Nye, we in the building. This is the beginning of season 5. Season 5, y'all. Can I get another applause for that? Yeah. All the way to 5 seasons, man. 100 plus episodes in 5 seasons. It's a lot. It's a lot to get here, but I like being here, and I'm going to be here for a while. So, stick with your boy, get comfortable. Um, Let me make sure that everybody else who ain't get the noti from who didn't get the noti from the YouTube notifications itself. Mine go directly to my phone, but I've been notified that a couple of other people they don't get they don't get the ping as soon as we're live. Excuse me. They don't get the ping as soon as we're live. So I have to, make sure to uh I have to make sure to go back and make sure everything is correct. Um, hmm, I don't see the live on now. See, that's the problem right now. Let me go ahead, double check. Let me go ahead and double check. All right. Okay. All right. All right. We're in business. We're in business. We are in business. I just got to refresh this page right quick. Okay. Make sure to go share it with our lifers on Facebook. Please, by all and any means, if you are a lifer, if you enjoy the content, if you want to have a little bit more say in the content, whatever, like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good things. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe. I mean, what are we doing here? Um, so you might as well. You might as well. And if you're new, hey man, listen, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that, all of that, all the tings, all the tings. You heard? This is season 5 once again of the Life Be Life and podcast. Um, if you didn't already know before, I have taken over as the sole host of Life Be Lifing. While Big Mish is on to her own endeavors, she is not like faded into nowhere, and it's not like we not still linked and we not still folks and stuff like that. So she is working on some things, and I'm sure when she gets those things off board, she will, you know, reach out and see when we can link up and get her on here to talk about those things. In fact, she was on for a couple of episodes last season. What I mean? Like I said, we family, so she was on for a family episode with my son last season, if you didn't catch it. I believe that was episode 101, if I'm not mistaken. If I am not mistaken. So yeah, for sure. Definitely check that out. She is on TikTok now. You know what I'm saying? So follow Becoming Big Mish. Show her some love. Tell her coach sent you. You heard? And yeah, because folks is folks and family is family. You heard? How's everybody doing this new year, man? We in 2026. So, first and foremost, I want to thank God for being here. I want to thank God for being here because there's enough things that happened in my life before 2026, to be honest, as to why, my being here wasn't certain. So I don't take that kind of stuff for granted. Not in the least, gang. Not in the least. And neither should you. If you are here, it's because you're meant to be here. I hope you, if you don't know what your purpose here is, I hope you find it. But you do have a purpose. All of us are here for one reason or another, man. Um, Sorry that my eyes aren't on the screen. I'm still reaching out to other lifers because, like I said, I know sometimes they don't get the notification. Um, they don't get the notification when they should or when they would like to. So I'm making sure to reach out to people, you know, individually, um, so that the people who would like to join can, you know. Um, Other than that, man, I guess I could catch y'all up in the meantime, between time. Matter of fact, uh, excuse me a moment, because I'm still coming back from a cold that I'm talking about or a sickness I'm talking about, but I could already feel my nose, so excuse me a moment. My bad, had to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Had to get the sinus correct. Can't be sitting here with no snotty nose, man. Can't be doing that. It's terrible look. It's terrible look. I'm a grown man. I'm in my 40s. Can't be sitting here, snotting and botting. You heard? Can't be no snot bot. Um, but speaking of said, illness and all that, yeah, 2025, uh, 2025 ended with me getting back to back illnesses. So I had like a cold, the flu, something like that, more than likely the first time around. I would say before Christmas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was before Christmas for sure. Or was it that week? I'm not exactly sure. I'm losing track. But I know it was around that time. Um In fact, I was sick when I did episode 103. When I did episode 103, main character energy. Once again, shout out to the ladies of main character energy, Taya, Dana, Star, and Sunny. Shout out to them. Give them a round of applause. for coming on, bestowing their main character energy, even though Sonny couldn't come on that night. Um, but they gave us an insight on what their podcast is going to look like. That podcast is coming to you this month. This month. Okay, so be on the lookout for Main Character Energy Podcast. But when I did that episode, I was sick. I barely had my voice at the time. I got better. I got better around Christmas because I remember we had family that came through, and I was feeling good. You know what they say, feeling good, feeling great. How are you? Um, I even joined the fellas of Yo Cuz to do that podcast with them. Um, the 26th. Yep, the day after Christmas. I got with them to do their podcast. Shout out to Yo Cuz. I got an announcement to make about them shortly. Um, well, later on in the podcast. But you know what I mean, my brothers from DC. So I got on with them on their platform. And then it snowed that Saturday. I remember it distinctly. That Saturday it snowed. Now my son was a little sick. My youngest son was a little sick earlier. So either one or two things happened. Either one, he got me sick, or two, because I had not done enough to fully recover from being sick the first time. Yo, my guy, Chop Chatter in the building. You, Happy New Year to you, brother. Um, because I had not fully recovered um from uh being sick the first time around. I truly believe that what had happened was that my body was like, you out here in this cold shoveling, like you wasn't just sick. So let me teach you a lesson. And I got sick again. But this time, it wasn't just no little sick, it was flat out bronchitis. Like it wasn't no cold, it wasn't just a flu, it was bronchitis. And I went through like that whole flu symptoms type joint. Um, man. Man. Okay, Tom. I'll get to you in a second with that. Um, but I had on a coat the second time, FYI. So I'm out there, I'm shoveling or whatever. I gotta take my wife car to go get looked at. Um, so you know what I mean? Now, I'm out there. I ain't playing with the cold this time around. You know what I'm saying? Scully on, gloves on, coat on. You know what I'm saying? Layered up, all that to no avail. Sunday morning, I woke up sore. Got the hot and colds. Felt like close to death. Yeah. By the time New Year came around, in fact, New Year's Eve, I messed around. Unfortunately, got my wife sick. So we both like, yeah, this is just too bad. We got to go see what's to it. We go to urgent care, find out we got bronchitis. And let me tell you, urgent care was so packed that they put us in the same room. Now, granted, we husband and wife, so it ain't nothing to be in the same room regardless. But certain, procedures, whereas if they wasn't so packed, we could have both got, done. We had to take turns getting the x-ray. We had to take turns getting our weight and, our height and all that stuff done, our blood pressure done and all that. So yeah, we found out it was bronchitis. Still on meds, still bouncing back from that as we speak. Like I said, you can kind of hear it in the voice, and like I said, still have the sinus part of it. But thank God I don't have the fever part of it, the soreness part of it. Y'all, let me tell y'all, man. I know, I know y'all tired of hearing me talk about health is wealth and then walking around being a sick person. But take it from a person who needs to learn the lesson that health is wealth. Because I remember after I came back from pneumonia, I was potting. I tried to pot through being sick the first time, like I said, with the lovely ladies of Main Character Energy. My voice is back, and I still got to do that toast for y'all so that y'all can have it for the pot. I did not forget about that conversation we had. I'm gonna re-record that and send that out to y'all. Um, but yeah, uh, I didn't even try to pod through the illness this time. I just was like, I just gotta sit it down. I gotta sit it down. And that's what took one of the things that took so long for y'all to get episode 103 is that back between that back to back sickness. Like I was just coming home from work and coming home from work, mm, like, you know what I'm saying? Um, where now I'll go back to what Tommy and I got an announcement about her also to make tonight. She said not wearing a coat will do that. So me, Tommy, and Big Mish, we out in DC, we out in Exotica, we having fun and whatnot. So initially, I carried my hoodie from Myron into Exotica, or I was going to rather. No. I did have it. I did have it. But when we got in there, it was hotter than a mug. So, the little bags, the little tote bags they gave you to carry around, merchandise. I put it in I put it in the bag. And I needed to run to the car because my phone had died. So I wanted my phone to charge while I was in the car just in case. And um I put the hoodie in the car as well because I didn't just want to keep lugging it around. But in between that back and forth, and then us going to eat after we left Exotica, and me going to the restaurant, particularly me going to the restaurant without the hoodie on. Fun without you. Listen, listen. You be busy, you be working. You know what I'm saying? You be busy being a mom. So I told you this year, you got to go with us. You got to go with us. By this year, both kids will have graduated high school. Both kids will be on to their future endeavors, and the event is in October. So you gotta go with us this year, Chrissy. Not trying here. You gotta go with us this year. Um, when we get the details, we'll let you know. But so we went to the restaurant now, and she was like, "You walking around with no jacket on, no hood on?" And I'm just like, kind of like I need, man. It was so hot in there, and I didn't realize it's gonna be hot in there, so I didn't have my fat nigga towel. I feel like I should trademark that. I mean, every fat dude had a towel, but I feel like I should make a towel and just call it fat nigga towel and trademark it. I mean, you probably can't put fat nigga on it, but fat man towel and just trademark it. You're I'm gonna look and see about that. That might be that might be some exclusive, what I'm saying, like me life and merch on that. But yeah, I didn't even have the fat man towel with me to, you know, help out or nothing. I didn't have. Did I have? No, I didn't even have my hat. So it was just straight up bald work. You know what I mean, Mister Clean type work, and running outside and back and forth without the hoodie on. And man, I don't think it was even 24 hours before I started having the sniffles. So she right to go ahead and kick me in the head and tell me she told me so because I should have had that hoodie on. Um, but yeah, so again, I can't lie and say I'm back healthy yet, but it's definitely a far cry from the level of sick I was around New Year and before that. But I'm still, kind of easing myself back into everything. It was freezing. I'm telling you, I couldn't even tell it was that cold because it was so hot inside the building that outside was like a literally a breath of fresh air. It felt like a release. Like my fat ass was in there frying. Okay. Um, I if I had to go back there for the event again this year, I'll tell you where all my money gonna be spent at. Getting water, ice cold water, and I'm gonna have my fat nigga towel with me. And I'm gonna probably put some cold water on that, have it under the hat. You know what I'm saying? That rhymed, but I didn't mean to do that. That did. Hey, we on the roll. We on the roll. All right. So to be honest, this episode is really just catch up from the way things ended last year. Because y'all know those who are the lifers, those who've been with us, we on season 5, those who've been with us from season 1 know that I like to end every single season like on a note. We usually take that, 2-week break or whatever. Extreme hot to extreme cold is crazy. Yeah, yeah, it is. It was, and that's how I got sick. But like I'm saying, I didn't even feel like it was extreme cold. Like you go out in the cold and you be like, ooh, like it just make you want to put something on. I'm telling you, I was so hot in there that when I came out, it was more like oh my god, like that. That's what it felt like. It felt like I had just finished running ball in a gym with no windows, and all of a sudden somebody turned the AC on, which is also a quick way to get sick. In all reality, so that's further proof that I played things entirely wrong. Listen, players fuck up too, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no excuses. I made the wrong decision, and I paid for it. Um, but aside from that, we got some new things to look forward to this year with Life Be Life. All right. Um, got some features coming up. Okay. So one of the features is of course going to be the Life Be Life in moments. I've been trying to get y'all to do that for the last couple of years to send them in. Nobody really been sending them in. I actually got one. I might drop it tonight. I might share it with y'all tonight. I actually got one. Um, I was going to share it towards the end of last season, but you know what? It's perfect to start that this season. So, um, life be lifing at Gmail. Okay, life be lifing. Y'all see the show. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? You follow it on social media. It is just simple at Gmail. Either you can DM it to me if you can instant message it to Not Charles on Facebook. You could DM it to Life Be Lifing 9 on IG, or you can email it to lifebelifing at Gmail. Simple. Send your Life Be Lifing moments. Send your stories. I will share them. And of course, if you want to remain anonymous, say so. Like the person in the one that I was sent did. Um, And yeah, you know, we'll share it, if you want advice or if you just want to share because it's a funny story. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, when I say this advice thing, it's just my opinion, it's just my point of view. I am not no guru, no counselor, no fake doctor, none of that. I am just a fat, funny, attractive guy with a podcast. Smart too, like really intelligent. But that's it. Again, life be lifing at Gmail or the other places that I mentioned, um, Facebook, IG. You could message it to me privately there in those places as well. Um, but yeah, so we have the Life Be Life in Moments. We have a brand new segment, Fake Doctor Petty When I Am. Yes, 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 yes. I'll be petty. I'll be petty on that one. She's not the only one. There's a couple of fake doctors out here. You know what I'm saying? Umar. Um, but we have the Life Be Life in Moments that we're gonna start doing because hopefully more of y'all will start sending submissions. Um, and as you can see, Tommy Girl in the chat, she will have a monthly segment on here, a very educational segment at that. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, it is for the grown, it is for the adults. So, if you got some kids in the background that you don't want listening to adult stuff, when Tommy's segment come on, get them up out the room now. Get them up out the room. This is for the grown folks. But yes, Tommy will be coming to us with her own monthly educational segment. She will be quarterbacking it. I will just kind of, I'll be in the background. I might ask a question or two, but feel free to ask her questions when she's on during her segment. Um, Matter of fact, next Thursday, the that will be her episode. Now, every segment will not be the entire episode, but for next Thursday, 9 p.m., that will be the entire episode. She will be running the show. It will be the Tommy Girl takeover. You heard? Um, so yeah, that will let y'all know what it's hitting for with that new segment. So, you know what I'm saying? Clap it up for Tommy and education for the adults. Um, Also, we speaking of yokas, we are going to have Fab Five Fridays. Now, what happens on Fab Five Fridays, which will also be happening tomorrow, is that every other week, Life Be Life and Yokas will be collabing. Now, the way it's gonna go is that tomorrow, Friday, they will be here on Life Be Life on my platform, collabing with me. Next Friday, I will be on the Yo Cuts podcast, collabing with them, and so it shall go. For we haven't determined the amount of time that we're going to be doing this for, but for a few Fridays, we're going to be doing this collab. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Philly from DC connection. You know what I mean? We all enjoy each other's energy and conversation. So we're gonna be chopping it up every Friday. That's right. So you will be getting live content containing your favorite coach's favorite coach, not once, but twice a week. And I mean on back-to-back days. One Friday it'll be here, next Friday it'll be there. So clap it up for the Yo Cuz podcast. Yeah, yeah, yeah. From Philly to DC. And Tommy is also from DC. So I get love out there, man. What can I say? What can I say? DC folks love your boy. Um, so we got the Life Be Life in moments. We have the Tommy Talk. I don't know if that's the official name for it, but that's just the placeholder for tonight. And we have Fab Five Fridays. So already that is three new features to Life Be Life and that y'all will be getting this season in season 5. Hopefully there'll be a couple of new ones that I'll bring as well, but not too much. Like I don't want to go too far from the sauce that already works to the point where it feels unrecognizable or where it seems like I'm trying to overload y'all. Um, so I just wanted to make sure to let y'all know that there are some new things that I'm working on and that you guys could look forward to. Um, and like I said, the Life Be Life in Moments is the one thing that you could certainly participate in. Um, Now, also, I have to announce, speaking of Yo Cuz, Podcast Philly, which I'm a proud member of, and Yo Cuz will be collaborating on January 17th. That's a Saturday, January 17th from 4 to 6, live on YouTube. We will be live on the Yo Cuz podcast on YouTube Saturday, January 17th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And it will be a collaborative episode with multiple members from Podcast Link Philly and the Yo Cuss podcast. So please put that on your calendars, tap in, get in the comments and get active. Show them love the same way y'all show me love. I would greatly appreciate it. especially because I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? So show me love while I'm with my folks. You heard? Um, and if you've ever been to a podcast link Philly event, you know that my folks know how to entertain. So you'll be entertained. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Um, what else? So, like I said, this episode isn't gonna go to typical full length because I really just wanted to catch you guys up. Should I start the life be life moment with y'all this week? What y'all think? Y'all want it this week? Y'all want it this week, or y'all want me to save it for next week when time becomes? Chat, talk to me and let me know what y'all want. Excuse me. Excuse me. Y'all, let me know. Let me take a sip of this beverage right quick. So, transparency moment. I tend to do it. If y'all notice, I tend to mute my mic when I'm drinking, and I'm going to make sure that I continue to do it. I'm not gonna call no names, not gonna shout nobody out because I'm not dissing them in any way, shape, or form. But I was watching and listening to a couple of different podcasts that I frequent, and some of them was drinking on it, and I realized you could hear like every gulp, every swallow, pause. Yes, I'm still saying pause in 2026. Get over it. Um, and it does sound crazy. It kind of does sound crazy on the mic, like pause. It does sound it's more noticeable than you think. So now that it's in my mind, now that I've heard it from other people, I will be making sure whenever I need to take a sip, I don't care if it's mid sentence, mic off, do what I gotta do. Um, Tommy Girl says, "Run the moment." Anybody else? Because if nobody else votes, then I guess the I will have it. If nobody else says nay, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't ignore her just because the rest of y'all acting shy and want to be quiet. What's good with y'all? How y'all been? Happy New Year again. Happy New Year again. Glad we all made it to 2026. Excuse me. Glad we're all here. Not with that cough. it comes and goes. It don't be too bad. That's the other thing, y'all, though. Speaking of the cough being too bad, the cough had got so bad to the point where it was causing like soreness in my sternum area, like abdominal and sternum area. Like I was catching Have you ever caught a cramp? The vote, Myron, is do I give y'all the very first Life Be Life moment that was sent? Do y'all want to hear it this week, or y'all want me to wait for next week when I got a guest on so that they can react to it? Because I was saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? Somebody finally did send one last year. But because I was, sick, I didn't get to incorporate it as part of the episodes. And then I thought, well, you know what? Let me save it for next year anyway. Let that be, a new announcement, a new thing. So yeah, the yay or nay, y'all want the Life Be Life in moment drop this week or no? Um, but yeah, like it was causing like muscle spasms. Like y'all imagine catching a Charlie horse right in your ribs, man. That is like, Lord, take me. Just go ahead. And I didn't mean it literally, but man, I thought I was up out of there. I was driving when it happened. Shoot, I kind of feel like just talking about it feels like it's bringing it back on. Let me change the topic, man, because just this it's uncomfortable like the motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That is it's I rather the Charlie horse. As harsh as the Charlie horse is, I rather a Charlie horse in my leg than to ever again in life catch a cramp either near my chest or near my ribs or my sides. Man, hell no. Cause you could feel it. It's a not that big. You literally just feel it just like lock up to the point where if you run your hand across it, you feel the muscle balled up. It's man, that's one of the things I might not wish on my worst enemy, depending on which day you catch me. Because you catch me the right day, and it's the right enemy. I'm I'm all with it. All right, this week. All right, cool. I ain't gonna stall y'all no further. Hold on, let me grab my phone. Okay, my lip balm fell out my pocket, which means it's a time to put it on. Sounding old. I'm feeling old, bro. I'm feeling old, but I rather feel old than not be here to feel it all. So first and foremost, rest in peace to all who all did not make it with us to 2026, and for those we've already lost in 2026. Um, my bro, why rest in peace to his mom. You know what I'm saying? If you know why, send him some love. Um, don't crowd him because you know how he is. But just check on him, send him some love, send him some support. Um, that's one of the things I just can't imagine is losing my mom. Um, you know, uh, 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 what is his name? I feel like I failed because I can't remember man's name. I know his real name is Isaiah, but what was his name? What Clay Davis? Clay Davis from The Wire. He also passed, right? So shit. We lost Clay Davis, man. Shout out to him. Rest in peace to him. But also, on the flip side of things, even though he's not in the chat, make sure to take time out to send a happy birthday to Kane, aka Canyon. If you see him on Facebook or whatever social media, make sure to shout him out. Wish him a happy birthday. His birthday was earlier this week. So happy birthday. Happy birthday, Canyon. I'm not gonna sing it, but we'll give him applause. We'll give him applause, my G. All right, grab the phone. All right. And it's funny because people do this from time to time. Like they address me as life, like they don't know my name. here is here is the very first life be life in moment for 2026. And this is called A Married Woman Broke My Heart. just I just had to peel the band-aid off. That's what the header is. A married woman broke my heart. So that kind of lets you know the direction of where this is going. All right. Dear life, I am a 35-year-old man. I am single. I love love. And despite popular belief, I am one of the several black men who love our black women. Respect, respect, respect. I'm not the most outgoing, but I can. Sorry, I feel like I'm having some real issues. Um, I can get in where I fit in. Excuse me. I can get in where I fit in, and I know how to navigate social spaces. I'm actually very because I don't know why when it came out to me it's kind of spaced out instead of like formatted. So my apologies. Um, and I wish I never met her at all. Don't bid on man's too early. Um, but yeah, I'm actually very funny, jovial, and easy to get along with. I hope other people are telling you that and you're not just assuming that about yourself, good sir. And yes, he's anonymous, so I will not be using his name. Um, there was this beautiful young lady that I met from the gaming community. We followed each other on Facebook and Discord. We're in the same Facebook groups. We, of course, play the same games. And we started talking almost every day. Yeah, she mentioned she was married early on, but I just took things for friendship initially, as you should have. A couple of years down the line, apparently, friendship was not all she wanted. She started asking me certain questions. I started asking her certain questions. And one thing led to another, and it seemed like we were talking every morning and every night. Easy to get along with too. What'd you say? Contrary to popular belief, Myra. um, she's from Dallas. I'm from Philly, so you know this is a forbidden football love story. Oh my god. Um, she came to Philly and stayed with me for a week. It was bliss. I enjoyed every moment. I didn't want to go to work for the 2 days I did go, but it felt great coming back home to somebody, particularly her. She knows the way to talk to me. She knows the way to make me feel at peace. Ghetto law is a law he didn't live by. Damn, y'all been. Uh, her second visit is what caused cause for concern. After the first visit went so well, I brought her to a party with my friends, introduced her to all my friends. They seemed to really like her. She seemed to really like them. No, I did not tell them that she was married. However, scroll. Oh man. Y'all cutting up in the chat. Um, however, did I mention she's she's a mother. She's a mother of four and is going to divorce her husband in 2 years when her youngest daughter turns 18. The plot thickens. As we continue to talk every day, during her second visit, she only came for a weekend, and it seemed like she was spending a lot of time. Excuse me, spending a lot of time this time in her phone, texting back and forth. Um, when I got up the nerve to ask her who she was texting, she mentioned somebody from our Discord. I'm not the jealous type. It's like, no, I am. At least you self aware, champ. It's like, no, I am. So I wasn't having that. I reached out to bro to ask him mm, what was up with things. He just said that because she plays a game that I no longer play, she was trying to get the info. So we talked about it or whatever. She said, I'm flirty. Don't make no big deal. Oh no. Not yo, you really using Carl Thomas lyrics on this. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. So we talked about, if the plan was still the plan, if the plan would still be the plan in 2 years, and if that was going to be the case, then how was she going to continue to be a flirt, especially amongst people that I know? She said, I shouldn't take it serious because I know who she is. And no matter who I flirted with, I am only flying into town to be with you. Okay. What y'all think about that as an argument? Go ahead, drop that in the comments while I continue to scroll. Long story short, she was supposed to come back out for a third visit. Um, her mom got sick, so she wasn't able, so she had to cancel the trip. And because of work, she had since not had the free time to make the third trip. I was thinking about making my way out there, but everything has to do with what time she can afford because as of now, she is still with her husband. A week ago, the same person from excuse me, the same person from our Discord actually said that he would catch her he would catch her while he's out in San Antonio for business. He's going to make the trip to Dallas to link up with her and kick it. I asked her, if this was true. She said, yeah. And I said, this sounds crazy. You telling me that I'm the only person you'll fly out to visit. I guess I should have thought about whether people was flying out to visit you. She maintained that he said he was coming out there for work, but he was just going to link up with me while he was out here. Why shouldn't I do that? And he said, because it's not me. And he's not just coming out here to talk games with you. She not only the client. The bars y'all are dropping is crazy. All right. Am I overreacting? Am I overreacting? Because the way main man playing it, he's not saying he's going out there on that type time, but he's not saying it. And she's making it sound like it's not that at all. Am I bugging? Should I just leave her alone? Should I just chalk it and let it be what it be until I find out until I find out for certain? Or should I just stay down and locked in for the next 2 years because at the end of the day, she already has a man? Brother Anonymous. From the chat, let's see what we got. Brother Myron says she's not going to do him better than she's doing her husband. Woof. Woof. Tommy says, sir, you is the other nigga. Get in line. Play your part. Excuse me. Myron also chimed in with, bro just needs to stop denying what he already knows. Yeah. I'm with all you. Me and Miss the fact that y'all using all these accurate songs and lyrics to describe this situation is crazy. Oh man, listen, that oh no, now she got a man she gonna love forever. Together, y'all not gonna be together. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm with the player part. I'm with the player part, right? Or let me put it this way, bro. You really just got a simple decision to make. Either you going to deal with Shorty and whatever comes with it, or you gonna walk away and wait for a woman that you can have for yourself. Because at the end of the day, bro, she married. I can't really believe he believes she's still living. I got a bridge for sale. Oh man, they grinding you up, bro. They grinding you up. Hold on, I need a sip. I need a sip. That's so the part that's throwing me, right? It's not even that he believes that she's still leaving. Um, the part that's throwing me is because people do this stuff, right? People do leave when their kids leave the crib. It's a thing. My thing is, if what is it that you think is so bad about this man? What is it you think that is so bad about this man that even though she's married to him, living with him, raising children with him, and that she's going to leave him in 2 years? Let's say that's her plan, right? She's gonna leave him in 2 years, but yet she couldn't wait for those next 2 years to start flying out of town and being your weekend love. Like, what does she have you convinced is so terrible about this dude? Because you know you just taking her side of the story, right? You know you just believe in her side of the story, or because I'm not there, right? And I only know what you included in this letter. Maybe the better question is: have you seen, observed, heard anything that would lead you to believe this dude is as bad as she said that he is, right? Um, Tommy said, "Man, look, in all seriousness, you deserve better, Quiet King. She choosing all the lovers and ain't even telling you." And that's why I said, listen, truth be told, your only choice in the only real choice in that situation, you talk about some, are you bugging? Yeah, you bugging. Yeah, you bugging. Period. Even if she's fucking Discord homie. If she's fucking Discord homie too, while he's out there coming from San Antonio to go put some dick on her in Dallas, give her the real D. All right, my bad, bro. Um, you gotta chalk it. That's the truth of the matter. To be completely honest with you, blood, even if she is fucking bull, you gotta chalk it because you're choosing to deal with a woman who's already attached to a man. Anytime you gonna deal with somebody who's already with somebody else, you need to put it in your mind that There could be things they leaving out. She's mad. She mentioned this chord and that chord. This chord, that chord, the other chord, the extension chord. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. Not just song lyrics all night is crazy, Chris. Crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta stay in the pocket. You decides. You decides. Whatever she told you about Main Man, whatever she showed you about Main Man, he is the steak. He is the main course. Even if he got a temporary stay execution, he is the main course. He's the steak. You are the sides. Your mashed potatoes, blood. You corn. You cranberry sauce. You might not even be cranberry sauce. She might have had you think he was cranberry sauce. For real, for real. You might just be potato salad. Excuse me. You are the sides. And if she goes to get other sides, it would be nice if she was honest about it. It would be nice if she was honest about it, truth be told, especially from a physical safety standpoint. I believe that she should be honest about it. I don't believe that somebody should be lying to their side piece. He's a Popeye biscuit. Oh, she said you dry. Oh, either she's saying you dry or she's saying you thirsty. You definitely. What he saying, Malcolm X? Yeah, that brother's starving. Cause bro, like at the end of the day, you signed on for this. I ain't gonna lie to you. You signed on for everything that come with Shorty. You signed on for her to possibly be lying to you about main man at home, about the fact that she might never leave, about the fact that she could be fucking as Myra said, the homie from this court to that court. Okay, she could be fucking Ryu and Ken, and as long as you're getting whatever she's willing to give you, if that's what you want, then you gotta accept everything that comes with it. The only other option, and the only other option is to just chalk it and go get you a woman who wants to be with one guy. Listen, if you in the gaming community, there's no way you're not finding nobody hot. All the baddies that's doing Twitch now. Now I know some of them fake and they spend like a lot of time half naked and like 5% of the time actually gaming. But there's drones out there that legitimately are gaming for the most part. You know what I'm saying? That don't have, a bio, another bio. We all know what that other bio is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shaming folks with that bio. I'm just saying that it usually means something else is going on. But yeah, like maybe you just need a more low speed, low key John, like that just really is like into you. You saying you love love. Go get you somebody who gonna love you, bro. Who gonna love you and just you. Cause she loving probably the crew. That's all I got. This episode, I guess that part filled in the rest of the episode. So that we did hit the I ain't even read this out loud. I read that out loud. Um and the last announcement is that I will be doing my best effort to make sure that not only are these episodes placed on YouTube, but that the audio representation is available as well. Because I understand that works better for some people. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I want to make sure that it's as accessible as possible to however different, many ways people can absorb the content. Um Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna say probably. I'm gonna say probably because I don't know what her taste is. I don't know what her appetite is. Um, it might just be him and it might just be him and the homie sliding out to San Antonio for work. She might not have a high body count within the group yet. And I am going to say yet because brother, I don't know if homeboy smashed or smashing. But I guarantee you, if he did, it's not gonna stop with just him. If boy hit, he not gonna be the last one. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And to be honest, it don't look good, bro. It don't look good. So either just decide that you down to be part of the harem. Um, you proud to be the harem. You proud when it's your turn. You enjoy your turn, bro. Like either that, just enjoy your turn when it's your turn, or get off the Ferris wheel. That's it. That's that's your only real life options. Like I ain't even give you no advice. That's just the two things that make sense. Like there's no amount of conversation you could have with her that'll get you to a point of peace. Um, there's not. And don't be no hoe. Let me say, don't be no hoe. Don't be no hoe and try to go to a dude as a dude. Don't be no hoe ass nigga. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you be a girl's girl. Don't you be a girl's girl. Cut it out. Don't you say nothing to that man. Don't you say nothing to that man. Because let me tell you, he might put you on ice. He might put you on ice. You was in there, your feelings hurt, and she broke your heart, so you gonna ruin things. So she gotta leave him, and or he gonna leave her, and then you'll have her to yourself. It don't work out that way, blood. It don't work out that way. He might know she be skipping and dipping, and you might get yourself put on ice because you never know. You'll never know what some dudes are willing to do for they women, even when they women ain't right. You never know how locked in some dudes are on that cooch or on what they perceive as love. You never know. You don't know their history like she's got you thinking you do. I promise you that. I promise you that. Even without seeing that in the email, bro. I promise you don't know their history like she got you thinking you do. So you don't know the lengths he's willing to go through. You might get him and your whole Discord iced. You might get you and your whole Discord packed up. So don't even let that be an option that cross your mind. And besides, real men don't expose. Real men don't expose. If you want to be, if you want to walk away, walk away. Walk off into the sunset. I wish I had the Incredible Hulk music to play, but I probably can't because of copyright anyway. The old Bill Bixby version when he was hitchhiking on the road. Doom 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 doom. That joint. Because outside of just playing your role and enjoying your turn when it comes, that's the other option. Anyway, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. Um, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. I hope that's what you were looking for. I know you wasn't looking to get bid on, but if you from Philly, man, you knew you was gonna get bid on. Let's keep it 1,000. there's there's no way if you from Philly that you thought sending this in wasn't gonna get you bid on. And I didn't even do most of the bid. That's what the chat did. So uh let me tell y'all that sending in y'all life be life moments does not protect you from getting bid on. Just chalk it up. Chalk it up. But thank you for sending me that first one to get this going. Hopefully, when other people get it, they start sending in their stories. And I mean, they don't have to be, like I said, it don't have to be stuff for advice. It don't have to be the most dramatic stuff. Like, I'll give y'all one for me next week. It's gonna be small. It's gonna be minor, but just to keep the energy rolling, so y'all start contributing, just so we can have like shared stories. Because I'm one of those people that believe that when you share stories, you get to connect with people one way or another. And that's one of the things that I want in this community, is for us to be able to connect with each other. All right, lifers, I thank y'all for joining me for the first episode of, but hold on, because this is a safe space. We're gonna talk about you, but we want to see you win. Facts though. Facts though. No, facts though. Like I said, this is a community here. We are absolutely going to laugh at your pain, and we are there to pick you up. That's for sure. Just like, come on, bro. Just like the homies do, right? Just like the homies do in real life. Your girl break up with you. We gonna make some jokes about the breakup, and we also gonna get you out the house so you don't sit there depressed. We also gonna make sure you good, make sure you eating. When you in that, I can't sleep, babe. I can't eat, babe. When you in that phase, we gonna bring food by. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna sit there with you until you start picking up that fork and eating. You heard? This is absolutely a safe space. This is absolutely a supportive space. This is absolutely a space where we want to see everybody in this space win. Now, what you, like I said, what you do with your life is for certain your call, and it's not mine. But like Tommy Earl said, man, we gonna bid, but we still want you to win. And I mean that for everybody in this chat. Again, happy birthday to Kane. Sorry you couldn't be here live. I know you appreciate these in the moment. Hopefully you'll be there with us next week for the premiere of the Tommy Talk segment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That will be next week's episode. That will be the very first Tommy Talk with y'all, for y'all. And like I said, it's going to be educational. So feel free to have something to take some notes, have some questions. We are talking adult things. You know what I'm saying? We are talking about some things that's going to apply to the bedroom and all that. So come with an open mind. Pause. Be there with an open mind, open ears, and again, feel free to chime in too, because even though you know she studied what she's going to talk about, um, this is also a place to share information. So if you have facts, if you have certified things to share in the midst of the conversation, please feel free to. But I'm gonna wrap this up. Excuse me, I'm gonna wrap this up. Pause, because buddy, because I saw in my mind the comment from Tommy earlier that said she hopes more wrapped it up, which I hope you did too, for real, for real. Because somebody's hitting raw. Somebody's hitting that raw. Yeah, somebody's hitting that raw. You should know that, brother. You should know that. Somebody's hitting that raw. So I hope you're not the somebody else. I hope you're not the somebody else. I guarantee you, husband is hitting that raw. For sure. I just hope you're not the somebody else who is. But Godspeed, bro. Best of luck to you. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it, new friend. I said it. I acknowledged it. I acknowledged it. I acknowledged it. I acknowledged it. Um, who may also be creeping. No, I ain't gonna put no. I ain't gonna see. Y'all always gotta do that. Every time a woman gotta be wrong, y'all gotta sit there and try and make it sound like the dude wrong. No, I'm not putting no smut on the husband jacket. I mean, it's a possible, yeah, but he showed up at the end. Why you always show up when I'm ready to close? Come on, can you? But since he's here, everybody in the chat, wish my guy happy birthday. I'll go ahead and put another round of applause for the birthday boy this week. Long story short, Kenyon. Um, Thank you, bro. I'm glad I am too. Um, did you say no? You out of pocket. Um, but I so okay. I mentioned the new features for this year. The Life Be Life in moment. I just shared the Life Be Life in moment for this week. That we got from a submission from a listener, um, listener, viewer, lifer. However they like to be, whatever category they like to consider themselves falling into. So I was mentioning that the Life Be Life in moment of the week, um, Tommy segment, and Fab Five Fridays that I'm doing with another podcast by the name of Yo Cuz Podcast. So, what I mean, if you he's busy, probably busy snapping on Facebook. He do his thing on Facebook, bro. Um, so what I mean, if you enjoy my content, brother, I will be making content twice a week. I will be every other Friday. I will be here with the brothers from Yoka's podcast, and the alternate Fridays I will be on their platform, the Yoka's podcast. And I also announced that on January 17th from 4 to 6, Podcast Link Philly will be collaborating with the Yoka's podcast for a live episode. So I was just making those announcements, and I also caught people up on my health struggles to end 2025. Why I didn't get to end with that solid send off that I would have liked to do, that I usually do for the podcast. So what I'm saying, I felt like it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope pod to step to, and I had to let y'all know what was going on. But I appreciate y'all patience in the meantime. Between time, I appreciate y'all all showing up for this first episode. If you have not watched episode 103 of Main Character Energy, which was a good episode, man, it's so much content in that episode. I had to cut it down, and it's still an hour and a half. I will throughout the year be releasing B-roll because it's so many different conversations that came out of that episode. That's just hilarious. But yeah, if you haven't checked out episode 103, please play it, enjoy it. And for sure, when main character energy drops, go check out those ladies' podcasts. But as I said, and I can already hear my voice starting to break back down. So I'm gonna take heed to my body, which is definitely something I committed to do this 2026, is to listen to my body more and be more obedient. Um, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Again, I appreciate all y'all who tapped in tonight, kept the company, kept the chat going, and once again, happy birthday, Kane. Um, be here next week for the very first of the Tommy Talks, and be here tomorrow night for the very first Fab Five Friday with Yo Cuz. And that will be at 8 o'clock. I'm sorry I didn't give you all the time. That'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Fridays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow will be here at Life Be Life, and next week will be on the Yo Cuz podcast. On behalf of my brother A.C.E., my brother who he always be, on behalf of the sponsor of the Two Kings 215 and Life Be Life and podcast, Keish with the Cakes, aka Denver's mom. As I always say, be smart, be respectful, be patient. That includes with yourself. Be kind to as many people as you possibly can. I know some people are going to make that impossible. It's fine. Forget those people. Just make sure every day to do something to be kind to yourself, because you cannot pour out of an empty cup. ended the last episodes of 2025, and I'm going to start this first episode of 2026 just reminding you guys, especially, I mean, this is for everybody, but I'm always going to say, especially to my Black brothers, because I unfortunately lost somebody else towards the end of last year to self deletion. So, um, it's real, it's prevalent, and we are the demographic that suffer from it the most. If you are at your wits' end and you cannot reach your friends, your family, me, get your phone and dial. Whether you want to call or whether you want to just text, because that is also an option, dial 988. That is 988. That is the crisis hotline. Somebody is on the other line waiting to remind you that life is better off here with you in it. Thank you all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I will see y'all tomorrow night at 8, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Peace.